I call this method Publish for Profits. The Publish for Profits method is basically a company newsletter on steroids. Unlike old-fashioned company newsletters, this is about creating a useful report or magazine that your customers would happily read instead of throwing in the trash. So how does this method actually work? Let's say that Bob walks into your business this afternoon. He buys a product or service from you. Bob leaves your premises and you don't hear from him again. Bob enjoys your product or service, but he's been tempted away by one of your competitors who is seriously undercutting your prices. The reason Bob chose the cheaper company is because they are offering everything that you offer, but at a lower price. So how do you get more of your customers to come back to your business on a more regular basis despite having dozens of cheaper competitors in town? The answer is, you need to give Bob something that other people cannot give him. That something is your expertise. You see, if you can provide Bob with sound advice and regular tips, he will always come back to you instead of your cheaper competitors. If you are always staying in touch with Bob, you will develop a loyal relationship. You know, big companies spend millions of dollars to brand their business and create the same kind of loyalty, but you can have the same effect by simply offering Bob sound, regular advice. Now, here's an example of good content marketing in action. Bob walks into his local gym one afternoon. After working out and paying for his session, the receptionist hands Bob a small report that is packed with fitness tips, advice, guidance, and more. Bob takes this report home and places it on his coffee table. Unlike most advertising, this report will stay under Bob's nose for weeks on end. As Bob reads the content, not only is he reminded of the gym, but he is also inspired to return to the gym to try out those new six-pack abs tips that he read about in the report. So with just one simple report containing tips from the gym owner, Bob has increased his spending with the gym, has remembered to go back to the gym, and now feels a sense of loyalty and respect towards the gym owner. Bob no longer just sees it as another gym. Instead, he now sees it as a place run by a guy who knows his stuff and who is actually there to help him. And here's another example. Sally visits her local dentist. After having a routine checkup, she pays at reception and again is handed a free report by the receptionist. Inside this report, there are tips on protecting her gums, keeping her breath fresh, and an article on the benefits of having veneers. Inspired by the article on veneers, Sally decides to call the dentist the following week in order to book an appointment for her new veneers. In both examples, the process is very simple. The local business owner is providing tips and advice that closely relate to the products and services that they already provide. When a customer reads this content, it does 4 key things. 1. It inspires customers to buy products or services that they would not have previously considered buying. 2. It gives customers great value and encourages reciprocity. 3. It creates credibility, familiarity, and trust towards you and your business. And 4. It drowns out the competition, making you the #1 choice. It doesn't matter what business you're in. Right now, your customers are crying out for useful information surrounding your business, your products, and your services. By simply giving them this content on a regular basis, not only do you have an excuse to stay in touch with customers in order to promote your business, products, special offers and more, but you also develop an unbreakable bond of customer loyalty and you add tons of credibility and authority to your name. Ultimately, by simply sharing what you already know with your customers, you have a way to bring people back to your business to buy from you time and time again. And you know what? It's easier and cheaper than advertising ever will be, that's for sure. Now don't worry, content marketing like this is actually very simple to integrate into your business, and it's fully flexible and scalable, so that means you can choose exactly how much or how little you want to do. The best part is, you can expect to see results immediately from the very first month that you implement this simple system. So first of all, here's what a Publish for Profits report looks like. As you can see, this is more than just a standard, tired old newsletter. This is something that your customers will actually look forward to receiving and will actually read, especially when you know how to put the right type of content inside it. So what type of content do you include in your report? Well, you can include tips, advice, guides, reviews, or even industry news. Sending out a report with this type of content on a regular basis means your customers get useful insider tips and advice from you. You get to stay in touch with special offers and promotions. And of course, you develop a strong sense of loyalty with your customers. But I don't expect you to create these newsletters from scratch. Instead, you'll find a download link on this page which gives you access to the same ready-made template that I showed you just a few minutes ago. So you can create your own newsletter templates and newsletters within minutes. But that's not all. Along with this ready-made template, you'll also find a bonus video that you can download that walks you through the process of inserting your content, editing your details, and changing the front cover. It's super simple, and if you can send an email or copy and paste text, then you're already overqualified. However, there's still a problem. How do you find the time and energy to create the actual content for these reports? I mean, sure, you can write the content yourself, but do you have the time? Plus, how do you make sure your reports get opened and actually read? And how do you make sure your readers respond to your reports and actually come back to buy from you again and again? After all, that's the whole point, right? This is the final piece of the puzzle and can make or break your success of your reports. And luckily, there's a solution. We've carefully put together a service which solves all of these problems for you. This service provides you with a regular, branded newsletter that you can hand out to your customers when they visit your premises. With this premium newsletter service, you don't have to create your own content, you don't have to create newsletter designs from scratch, and you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on hiring designers, publishers, copywriters, and editors. What you do get is a regular newsletter service without the usual costs or hard labor involved. This service includes a custom newsletter design for your business, page after page of relevant, useful content that your customers will actually enjoy, powerful writing and design techniques to make your newsletters pop and sizzle so that your customers not only read every word, but also return to your business to buy from you again and again. You'll also get customized advertising and promotional boxes created for your latest offers, and a complete publishing and delivery of your newsletters to your door or directly to your customer's door. The question is, do you really need this premium done-for-you newsletter publishing service in order to make the Publish for Profits method work? Well, the truth is, no you don't. You could design templates yourself from scratch. You could write the content yourself from scratch. You could locate and hire local printers to print and publish your reports ready to send to customers. But if you're anything like most of the small business owners we speak to on a regular basis, then the last thing you have available to you right now is time, right? This premium service saves you a lot of time and hassle and money. And it's super flexible too, because with this service, you'll have a professional newsletter that can be changed and updated on demand with an incredible turnaround time. The Publish for Profits method will set you apart from the competition and keep your best customers coming back to you time and time again, which means you can reduce your advertising costs and still generate consistent sales that would have otherwise gone to your competitors. And if you decide to hire us to create your newsletters for you, then you'll be up and running in no time with premium newsletters that are guaranteed to bring your customers back to your business every single month. For a small investment, you'll have a virtually free way to advertise, bring back more of your customers, develop an unbeatable unique selling point for your business, become a trusted expert in your local area, and of course increase your profits at the same time. And best of all, with our service you barely have to lift a finger. Call or email us today and we'll create your newsletter in a physical format that your customers will pick up, read and respond to. So once again, thanks for watching this video and I hope you found this useful. We look forward to creating your first newsletter and seeing your profits soar as a result. And remember, we're here with you every step of the way to make sure that you get the same results as many others already have with this system. Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you soon.